Hey everyone, I'm sure it's been a long time since you've seen me, and I intended on doing a video a lot faster than this, but there hasn't been any time. And so, hey Riley, hey Ken, hey Lara, hey Noelle. Okay, I am doing an update from what's been going on in the courtroom yesterday and today. Last night, Ammon called me after yesterday, realizing that it was probably a good day in court for us. It was an evidential hearing, so there is no jury present. Many people have been asking that question. There's no jury in an evidential hearing. So Dan Love and multiple other FBI agents and undercover agents are going to be questioned yesterday and today. Dan Love was yesterday, and I think there's 3. Thank you, Rachel. Still praying for you guys too. Today was going to be 3 other FBI agents and or undercover informants that were there in the Bunkerville standoff in 2014. So I'm going to make this really quick because I have to go live life. I got a phone call for piano and live my life with my kids. And I have to be there in, it's like 8 minutes, so I have 3 minutes to finish this video. And wake my sleeping baby up. I think it's important that before I go into everything going on, that everybody knows that, you know, I don't just put my life on hold. Everyone says, how do you do it? And I don't do it. I don't know how I do it, okay? I don't know how I'm a mom and a wife and all of the many hats that are required of me throughout the day, and also the constant anxiety and worry for my husband, because it's been actually, I think the 27th, he was acquitted in Oregon. So the last time I saw him was a year ago in an open courtroom. And I guess perhaps it's my love for him and my love for God, and I love for liberty and freedom and this country and the Constitution that I guess helps us keep moving forward. But right now at this time, Ammon called me last night. He's still in Pahrump, so they have not moved him to Henderson. We are expecting that to be any day. It seems a waste of tax dollars to bus them back and forth, but they don't care about yours and my tax dollars, and so they will waste them. That's a whole nother subject. But last night, I guess after the evidential hearing with Dan Love, the U.S. Marshals got really rough with Cliven, who's in his 70s, he's my father-in-law, and Ammon and Ryan, because they were forcing them to look at the wall and put their nose to the wall, and they, for no reason other than force, you know, they just want the force, they want the power. And I was talking to my girlfriend about this just earlier. You know, the people that worked in the Hitler era and that worked during Hitler times, that worked for him, said, well, we were just doing what he asked us to do. We were just doing our job. And there's more to it, because if you were just doing your job and you still had a conscience, you would realize that what you're doing is not okay, and you wouldn't do it anymore, regardless of what the outcome would be, which would probably in that time end up being death. And if that were me, I would rather die than serve a master that is pushed and their agenda is evil. Thank you, Jolene. It's good to see you. So I want to tell you, so they were roughed up. And to say roughed up, it's not just like your little, schoolhouse roughing up. They're using their hips, their legs, their knees, their shoulders in any way to forcibly push their agenda, which means you're not moving fast enough, stop talking. They're shackled on their ankles and they're shackled in their arms. So it's not like they have much the things I want to say I really can't say, but they don't, it's not a fair fight here, okay? And hey, Gavin, I know it's been a while. We have to stand for what's right, and that's what my husband has stood for from the beginning. And he wouldn't do it if he didn't feel like it was worth the fight, and if it was encouraged by our Heavenly Father. It's the same fight we fought for in heaven, my friends. Force versus agency. And I have to end this. So what's happening is they were roughed up. Cliven is wobbling. He can't walk real well. From what I hear from other family members was he was trying to stand up for his boys who were getting beaten by the U.S. Marshals. And they'll come back and say, oh, they weren't beaten. We weren't beating them. We were just making them, they weren't following the rules. Well, I mean, we're not dealing with 5-year-olds and 2-year-olds here. We're dealing with grown men who are innocent until proven guilty. So what are those rules? What are those policies? You call the jail and the jail says, well, we're just adhering to what the U.S. Marshals are telling us. You talk to the U.S. Marshals and they're telling you that it's the jail's policy. So whose policy is it? Well, it's not Heavenly Father's. I'll tell you that right now. So I talked to Ammon last night and he says they were forcing us to put our nose on the walls like we're 5-year-olds in kindergarten, and we fought back. We resisted because, he said we weren't violent. Our hands were in, shackles. Our legs were in shackles, so we couldn't do anything other than just refuse to turn our head. So basically that's what they did. They refused to turn their head, and they were angry. And they wouldn't give up. And so eventually Ammon said that the U.S. Marshals stopped forcing it. But so that was yesterday, and I knew after that conversation, this happened in Oregon, guys. And I don't know if you remember, there was a lot of this going down, and they tried to force Ryan to get the bullet surgically removed, because that's their evidence against them, and anything to force their agenda. And no matter what religion you are, no matter if you believe in our fight and our cause, which you should, because if you love liberty, then you should see that this is all in good, and that Satan is raging. He does not like that we are fighting this fight, and that we are, my husband and his father and my brother-in-laws and these other good men can see through it. So I knew after that, I said to my husband, I said, it's not going to end. It's going to get worse and worse until this trial is over, just like our attorney, Marcus Mumford, was tased in the courtroom. At what point do you go, okay, this is not okay? I don't want to brainwash you into believing the same things I believe. I just want you to educate yourselves to the point where you see the full picture here. Don't listen to Lisa Bundy and go, oh, I believe because she believes, or I believe because Ammon believes. Do your education, do your research. Rick is on our team, he's on our law team, and he is amazing. Amazing, amazing. The reason why he's amazing is because all of the reading he does and the research, and he knows the laws. And unfortunately, he's been forced into learning and educating, but he really is amazing. I encourage you to watch everything that he puts out there. He is extremely intelligent and very strategic, and he was a huge piece into winning. And he also is a man of God. And I have a great love for him and his wife and their family. And I ask you to reach out to your family members and help to donate to him and his family, because he has nothing. They have nothing. The government has taken everything for them. And he's decided to help us fight our fight for free. And now he can't fight it for free because he has to live. And so that's why I'm asking you to help donate. Okay, so today, I have not talked to my husband. This is all secondhand information, so I'm not saying this is all 100% correct, but we do know this, They were in the courtroom. Cliven, Ammon, and Ryan were in the courtroom. Ryan was bloodied. Ammon was bloodied. His arm was bloodied, and his wrists were bloodied. So we know that there was something. There was something that happened, and apparently it happened in the elevator going up to the courtroom. Cliven looked hurt, which tells me, I mean, these are bullies. These are full-blown men bullying a 70-year-old man. I mean, come on, this is Satan in his full force. At this time, if you can't help to donate to Rick, and if you end up donating to me because we still need help too, you can know that a good portion of that is going to go to him. Then we need your prayers. Looking back on my life last year before we got the acquittal, I know the only way that my husband was acquitted was because of the hand of God. And Rick and Morgan and Marcus were tools in his hand. And that's how he works. That's how God works, my friends. So choose to be a tool in Heavenly Father's hands in whatever way you know how to. Whether you help one of our families, or you help them, or you pray about how you can help by going down and being support in the courtroom. That is huge. I have a whole list of ways that you could help, but only you are going to know how you can help, because I don't know all of you and I don't know your talents. I am grateful for you. I left Facebook in May to focus on my children as school was getting out, and Facebook was literally sucking the life out of me, and so I decided to take a break. I missed your prayers. I felt the withdrawal, and I had wonderful friends still surrounding me and praying for me, but the mass amount helps. And so I'm grateful to be a part of your lives right now. I hope to use your time for good. And if you do have questions, please send them my direction, but pray with pure intent that God will win, that our men will have a voice in this. Ammon got kicked out of the courtroom today because he was trying to tell the judge what was going on. She was not willing to listen. And so he turned around to the public audience and he was telling them what was going on, which is exactly what happened in Oregon. It's the only way to get the word out. They want to hush the truth. Anyways, so he got kicked out because of bad behavior, because he turned around to tell the public audience that what was really going on. Anyways, I thank you. I will try to update you tonight after I talk to Ammon and we can get more details. But we do know that this is a full-blown battle between good and evil. We saw that in Rick's case, and we saw it in Oregon last year. It was almost a year to the day, October 27th, that my husband and the men that were with them got the full acquittal. So we know that that was God's hand. So as I continue throughout my day in the chaos of this day with football parties and piano and a sick baby, I pray that Heavenly Father comforts these men, all men that are in the justice system, innocent until proven guilty. And I have a different perspective on a lot of things the last 2 years has brought to my life. I want you to know that I will not sway or teeter on the line of good versus bad. I want to be on the far, far left of the line, because Satan is clever and he is crafty and he is charismatic, and he uses you and I if we allow him. So I'm not going to allow him, and I pray that you don't allow him either. Say a prayer for my husband, for my father-in-law who's in his 70s, and for my brother-in-law Ryan, that they will be protected, that peace will be brought to them, and that good will win. I pray that you guys have a good day. Yes, Brandy, Ammon is still in Pahrump. They have not transferred him to Henderson. The jail is following the court order that Judge Navarro gave of the strip searches, but I guess the U.S. Marshals don't believe that that includes them. All right, have a good day. We will touch base as soon as I hear from my husband. I'll do a video. So keep close. If you want to be in the know, I am going to try to give you guys all the correct information that I know. I am not there in Nevada. So I'm talking with my sister-in-laws and the aunts and the cousins and everyone that is there to support our men. And so I will get it from them, who is firsthand, because they're there. I know that there's been a lot of concern with my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law. They're sick about what they're seeing in the courtroom. If you don't fight now and you don't fight for us, eventually it will be you or your family or someone you know. Okay, take care. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm sure it's been a long time since you've seen me, and I intended on doing a video a lot faster than this, but there hasn't been any time. And so, hey Riley, hey Ken, hey Lara, hey Noelle. Okay, I am doing the constant anxiety and worry for my husband, because it's been actually I think the 27th he was acquitted in Oregon. So the last time I saw him was a year ago in an open courtroom. And I guess perhaps it's my love for him and my love for God, and I love for liberty and freedom and this country and the Constitution that I guess helps us keep moving forward. But right now, at this time, Ammon Bundy are going to be questioned yesterday and today. Dan Love was yesterday, and I think there's 3. Thank you, Rachel. Still praying for you guys too. Today was going to be 3 other FBI agents and or undercover informants that were there in the Bunkerville standoff in 2014. So I'm going to make this really quick because I have to go live life. Sorry, I got a phone call for piano and live my life with my kids. And I have to be there in, it's like 8 minutes, so I have 3 minutes to finish this video. And wake my sleeping baby up. I think it's important that before I go into everything going on, that everybody knows that, you know, I don't just put my life on hold. Everyone says, how do you do it? And I don't do it. I don't know how I do it, okay? I don't know how I'm a mom and a wife and all of the many hats that are required of me throughout the day, and also an update from what's been going on in the courtroom yesterday and today. Last night, Ammon called me after yesterday, realizing that it was probably a good day in court for us. It was an evidential hearing, so there is no jury present. Many people have been asking that question. There's no jury in an evidential hearing. So Dan Love and multiple other FBI agents and undercover agents